like with the same-sex relationship, everyone always downs it.
And my mom is like super Mexican, like an actual Mexican mom. So with her,
so she took it.
No, you're going to Mexico. Don't go to the hell.
Leave, like refresh yourself.
You about to get married.
What about your parents? Good?
My dad flipped out on me when he first found out, but I didn't really come out. I didn't have the option to come out. If it were up to me, I wouldn't have come out until like I was 18 because I was scared. But when my dad found out, because he followed me to the movie theater, found me at the end kissing a girl and shit, and he like flipped out, dragged me out of the movie theater. I never spoke to that girl like ever again. Like that was the end of that. Like, and so I was grounded, took away all my phones, all my computers, all my everything, and like. After that, you know, my mom was always like, oh, you're always gonna be my princess, and I was like, oh, thanks, Mom. But my dad, he was just pissed, like, he didn't like it. And like, his whole family was like not cool with it. My mom's whole family was cool with this, so it was like, I had people on my side, you know.
So we need to get you a crown, for one, because you're the princess. And then, you know, okay, so what about kids? Do you guys want kids together?
Yeah, definitely.
My sisters just had babies, so they're like nephews, so now she's like, no.
Yeah.
So have you guys planned it out? Like how you're gonna?
We want to go to one of those places
just
where they
to see
put
how
the stuff
everything
together.
works or how much it's going to be to create a baby. You
Right.
know?
It's just expensive, bro.
But we were talking about it. I mean, we've done research and see how it works, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we saw this part where you can have her ovary or one of her eggs with one of my eggs, and then the sperm combines together, and then just split it in either or.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
they have so much new stuff.
Yeah.
So much new stuff.
So I'm like, it's okay.
Even newer stuff that's gonna come out in the future, so it's like it's all a matter of time, man.
So let's see. What if? Okay. Let's say you hold on. We got this. Let's say you guys are going to a party, right? But this party, all nude, right?
No.
Okay. So would Kimberly be allowed to walk in this party, and let's say someone approached her? How would you feel in that?
Honestly, I'd be pissed. I mean, it depends on which way, but still, like, nude, like, we'd probably be in and out of there quick. We wouldn't even be there, right? We'd walk in and be like, alright.
So no nude beaches or anything?
No.
I think it's like something, for me, or how she thinks too, I feel like it's like, if you want to do that, just don't be in a relationship.
Right.
Because then in the long run, it's going to come back, or it just gets really weird. Unless you're in that type of relationship, you know, like open relationship, and you do what you want to do. We're still together, though. Yeah, but for me, I feel like you have to be single to want to do that kind of stuff.
I agree with that. I really do. And I never thought of it, but yes.
Yeah, the thing is just weird, because I mean, yeah, you're together, you go to a nude bitch, and it's like,
but you're
actually
going for
seeing,
people to look at you.
right,
Yeah,
but it's just weird. Like,
right.
Just
You're going with, like, an intention, you feel me?
Right.
Like,
you know,
Exactly.
So
if I'm looking, like, I'm interested, so.
right.
And that's over.
Don't look.
Right. Close your eyes.
Right. Walk in with a blindfold, like, what? I'm here for the party, guys.
So how, okay, this one's to you.
Okay.
How did you decide, you're a stud, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you decide to
I
go
was like,
that way?
what?
You're like, let me think.
Like, am I a stud? I guess I am. No, I'm just kidding.
Today you are, today.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I always like to dress like a dude, to be honest. Like, I never felt comfortable in girl clothes. Like, my mom would always try to force that on me. I'm like, that's just not me. Like, I would always just wear t-shirts or whatever I could find that looked like boy clothes, you know, to make it work. But like, then when my dad found out I was actually gay and I was wearing boy clothes, he like threw out all my clothes and like he went crazy. Like, and I was just like, man, like, I'm just trying to rock my own shit, you know.
Right,
so
you're just trying to be you.
I had to start working as soon as I was like 15 and a half to start buying my own shit, you know, so that way I could dress the way I wanted to dress. Cause like at the time, my mom and my dad were on the same thing, like just trying to keep me a certain way. You feel me?
Right. And
But-
so to be you, you
Right.
had to go out in the world and,
Right.
and make it happen yourself.
Exactly. So.
Okay, so let's ask you a question. Let's see. So, if she was to ask you to go to the movies or just chill, which one would you pick? I know movies and chill, Netflix and chill is always the best thing, but if you had to pick one.
It depends. If it's a good movie, we're going to the movie theater. If it's
Okay.
a scary movie, we'll do that. But if not, we literally honestly just prefer to chill at home. and watch it there. And
have you ever partaken in anything like wild at the movie theaters? No? No?
What you mean no?
Like wild?
She told on you.
Well, not wild, but like.
Okay.
I mean, we've done some shit, you know.
I mean,
like,
you have touched around in the movie theater, but
that's
not
what I'm
actually
saying. Like,
hopped on it and started.
Not that deep.
Not that
So
one.
if
now
someone
you're
else would have a movie of you out there too then.
Right.
So we don't want that one. But okay, so if you saw someone, let's say you're in the movie theaters and you saw someone like a couple seats down, couple fooling around, right? How would you feel?
I'll probably start laughing.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are they doing?
Alright.
it depends what movie we're watching.
Right.
Like, why y'all feeling that way? You feel me? Like, if we watching a weird movie, I would be like, alright, y'all got some issues. But, you know, it depends. If it's a 50 Shades of Grey, I would be like, okay,
Understandable.
understandable, you feel
Alright.
me? But,
Alright, so if it's Child's Play or Chucky,
right, I would be like, y'all need to get out of
Excuse me,
here.
sir. Stop that, please.
Security.
You guys seem like you have a lot of fun together. So you guys are super close, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like best friends.
Yep.
Isn't it like, not I feel, but as if, let's start this all over. Okay, so a relationship, like a gay relationship, I feel like you're closer. When I see people out and I see relationships like, you know, male and female, no, female and female, honestly, I feel like people could be their self more when they're with, you know, the same sex. They're more prone to being open. You know what I mean? Makes you more comfortable. You know, everyone has their own preference, of course.
Right.
But I feel like someone told me last time, it's like being with your best friend as far as a poly relationship.
It is.
And I'm not definitely rooting for a poly relationship. How do we feel about that?
Poly relation. I don't even know what poly relation.
Poly,
I
so
think
3.
that's more than
three.
one, yeah.
He said more than one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Poly.
Science.
Yeah.
Math comes in now.
No, I don't know. Like, I told her, like, I mean, that's just not something I'd be comfortable with, just because of the fact that, like, I'm with her for a reason. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, putting somebody else in it, I just feel like it would cause more conflict, and like, it's already a lot of BS with one girlfriend sometimes. So like, you kind of just want to just deal with one.
I like that answer.
You know,
I like that answer because I'm selfish. Like, I don't like
exactly. I am too. So it's like,
okay, let's have a threesome, whatever. Everyone said okay to it. Okay, let's have it.
Right.
Enjoy the whole night. The next day, you go into your own life, your own, you know, she's gone or he's gone, whatever the hell. And then guess what? You're just there, and then it's like, well, you were enjoying it more with her. You know,
you were looking at her more than me.
You never
like,
made that noise with me.
You've never done that with me. Like, at that point, it's just gonna be, yeah.
I didn't know you were flexible. You know, so like,
what? Say, if you don't know she's flexible, you're doing so wrong.
So with you, she was just laying there on her back.
Right.
And then with
this
person, lays all behind her back, busted open.
She twerking backwards on the wall, like. Nope.
So, okay. Let's support things. Okay, so well, we kind of answered this, but how did you guys get each other's attention? Like.
It was literally just talking and goofing around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And not that goofing around, like, trying to be, like, freaking with each other. No, it was just, like, talking, laughing, jokes.
Building that relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, start more as friends than, like, pushing towards a relationship, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's always important to have a solid friendship before you look into all that other stuff.
I agree with
Because
that.
then, like,
100%.
when you know them as a friend, like, you know exactly what's up with them. You feel me? Like, you know the goods, the bads. You know them as a person.
Right.
But if you don't, then you're in for surprises.
A lot of surprises.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're good ones.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully. Alright, so what's something that you guys want to do that you haven't done yet?
Goal is to probably, like, travel more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to travel with 4 kids?
We're waiting on the kids.
Okay.
For that same reason, just because like we like me for example, like I rap, so it's like my career path is like a lot of other stuff, so it's like we know that right now, if we wanted to have a baby, it probably wouldn't be the best time. Because
Right.
we know we
And
wouldn't
then
be
right
able to
now,
provide.
yeah, and then right now too, it's like, it's not even providing, it's not like, you're used to just having her attention, or my attention
Right.
towards her. You have a kid and it's like, the kid goes first, and then, you know, it's not like you're putting to your partner aside, but it's like, you guys can really do much things that you guys used to when you guys were, you know, alone, with no
Exactly.
babies,
Exactly.
responsibilities. So right now, it's just like, I have my nephews and I'm like, I'm okay with that, because I'm like, I see my sisters and they're good moms.
You get to
But
split.
then again, I'm just like, no, I don't want to deal with that right now.
You get
At
to
first
split
I did.
send them home.
At first I did, but then after seeing them, I'm like, no, we'll wait. And
Right.
I'm like, we'd rather just travel and then bring them to places where we traveled and we seen, you know, afterwards.
Right, so you know the background
yeah.
of the, you know.
But right
everything.
now, no, we just want to travel and do our thing and live more, a little bit more.
With that being said, like
Yeah.
if you have kids, okay, let's say you make dinner and you have your 2 kids, you have Joey, and you sit down. Who's getting fed first? Who's getting the first plate first? Or we'll say 1 kid, because that's kind of hard. 1 kid, Joey. Who's getting their plate first?
The baby?
Yeah, I'd say the baby too, to be
you give the
honest.
baby their food and they're just chilling, and then you're serving your plate and then your partner's plate, and then you guys sit down and eat together, and the baby's almost halfway done, so it's not too much, you know, I don't know.
And you
But I
know,
think
a lot of
first.
times people say the man gets plate first. I don't
No.
agree, but
No.
That's so weird.
That's,
Right.
No.
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
The adult can wait.
right, or they
They're
do
not
get brought
going
up
to
to get
that.
food.
Right. You get
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
there.
was gonna say. Like, just
I
make
mean,
your own
or
food.
you know, you're prep. Let's say I'm prepping the baby's food. You can serve our plate. So when I'm done serving the baby, our
Right.
plates are ready. You
Exactly.
know, so like we all eat together at that point, basically. But I don't know. But you know, there's some relationship who the guy is always like, oh, I'm the guy and I go first. The kids, yeah, whatever. But it's
Right.
like no. I mean, we've seen it, we've heard of it, so it's like I don't agree to that either. But
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
just
people have their own beliefs and their own
Right.
ways of being. But
So once you have kids, this is the thing. When you have a child, they're gonna ask you. They're gonna be curious. You know what I mean. So once they say like they have 2 mommies, what do you say back?
we've actually had spoken
We're
about that.
spoken
Have you?
about
We
it.
have. And I even told her, are they gonna call you mommy number 1, mommy number 2, mom and mommy, you know, or dad, or you know,
Yeah.
something like that? And then she's like, I don't care, whatever they want to call me, I feel good with it. But I mean, being open about it, I mean, we said
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know, it wouldn't really be a problem. I mean, I feel like if you grow up a kid in that like environment and they kind of get a better understanding of it already, like it'll be normal to them,
it's
you know.
it's normal.
It's
yeah.
just other people around them that are gonna be like, oh, that's not normal or whatever. You feel like that
Exactly.
might make them think different, but overall, like in our household, they'll understand that that's.
And do you think, you know how people think, like them watching their parents, like dating a male, female, straight relationship, whatever, that's an influence supposedly to a child. Do you think that's really an influence to a
No.
child?
No.
Having a mom and dad, no. If you have a mom, if you have 2 moms, it's still gonna be the same rules.
It's
still
love,
gonna be the same. It's
right?
And either way, yeah, you have 2 moms, but at the end of the day, you have uncles. You
Right.
have, you know, you're gonna have other
Cousins.
people around, cousins,
Mhm.
your dad, you know. So there's always gonna be a male presence there. But in the household, of course, it's gonna be 2 girls. But it's like she said. I mean, like right now, I think more girly. She thinks more like a guy.
Mhm.
You know. So it's
So
still
it balances
there.
out.
The mentality's
It
still
balances out.
there. You know, the
Right.
2 different ways of thinking is still there. But you don't really have to have a male person in the house living with you so that babies can understand, you know, what's going on. Like, I don't
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, with, I told you the best question in my head, and it just, oh my god, it was great. It was great. Now I have to really think of some good questions. Darn it, all these I have. Okay, so, I know you guys have been together 7 years. What's the longest relation? No, I remember the question. What's better, dick or pussy?
Oh,
You know,
Pussy.
pussy
all the way.
and plastic
Right?
dick. Yep.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I've been with the guy.
Okay.
My first time was with the guy.
Mhm.
And honestly, it was not the best. You know, you hear about everything, you know, oh, it's gonna be, I didn't like it.
Mhm.
I didn't want to touch it. Like,
Mhm.
it's nasty. It was gross. So after that, being with her is like, it's much better because on the sex part, you know what you like, so you give it in return, so it's much better. You know how it works on there, so you know how to work it, and it's much better than that. But I mean, yeah, pussy's better.
I mean, I personally,
I don't, yeah.
I'm like,
no, I only been with females, so yeah, it's pussy all the way. Yeah.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so with this whole night, what's something you got out of the interview that you could use like later on? What's something that, how would we word this, Megan?
Something you've learned from each other, maybe?
Yeah, what's something you've learned from each other, like picked up off each other that...
that we haven't already? I mean, I don't know.
We went through so much.
We went through so much.
We already been through everything. So it's like
we have been together 7 years. So.
Well, 7 years on and off because of the same thing of my mom. We couldn't go out nowhere. She wasn't allowed in the house. So it was like, okay, let's try it again. And then my mom right away, no, you can't do this. She's not allowed. So it was like we would only be able to see each other at school.
Oh,
and then she would take my phone away, so I couldn't even talk to her after school. So it was always that on and off thing, and it was really annoying. So I understand what she was saying. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna keep doing this. And I'm like, I understand. It's whatever. So at one point, she started dating another person, and I started dating someone else. And then at that point too, she was with that person for a while. I was with my person a while, but then she broke up with her ex. I broke up with my ex. And we just started talking like there was never a pause, so
you just picked right back up.
Yeah, and then right now we've been together like steady for like 3 years, and we are living together now too. So that's nice, but knowing each other and going through on and off things, 7 years.
How do your parents feel about you guys living together?
At first, my mom was like mad. She didn't want me to leave. She wanted me to even to go into parties. House parties, they start at 10, 11. I'm like, I'm going to go to party. Okay, I want you home. What time you leave? 10. Okay, I want you home 11:30. I'm just going to get there and step my foot and come back home,
Right.
So when I moved out, she was really mad. She didn't want me to go. She was like, she took me out of school one day just to take me out of breakfast and told me not to go. And it made me sad, but I'm like, no, because I'm not living what I want to do.
Right.
I can't go out to parties. I can't do anything. I didn't know what the hell a house party was. So then after that,
you know what's funny? That same thing with me. My dad didn't let me go anywhere.
I didn't know what the fuck a house party was. So then when I moved in with her, that first night, we just went to parties. We were just doing everything. So I mean.
So you're exposed to life, the
yeah,
world,
everything. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I mean. Honestly, like we said, there's literally nothing that we haven't seen or we haven't been through to say what else can,
What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's gotten pretty hectic already.
What's next is you guys are going to get married. It's going to be great. You guys are going to have this huge house.
That's our goals right now.
Your kids.
Yeah.
All that. But we are I'm so glad that I got to interview you guys today. Look, I'm so thrown off. I'm so glad I got to interview you guys today. So do you guys want to give an Instagram, a Facebook they can follow you guys on? It might help you, get you out there a little bit.
Right, I was going to say, if you guys want to go check me out, the Instagram is at JoeyTapz, and I'm on all platforms. So if you guys want to go.
Can you spell that?
Yeah.
Spell that.
Check us out, support us. So it's JoeyTapz. So, thank you.
And you're like, mommy. If you want to get yourself out there, feel free.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna start doing nails soon too. So.
Okay, so that's
Get your business out there, girl.
Oh my gosh, did you do your nails?
I was going to, but I could not do my hand. But I'm doing nails though. I'm getting better.
Okay, so then I can come to you next time.
You can come to me and I'll practice on you. They come like shit, I'll redo them again.
Oh, okay, we can do that. We can do that. That's okay. I'm down to be a test
at Mamacita Taps.
That's my Instagram.
Okay. Spell it out.
I don't know. It's just weird how these is spelled. Here, let me take out my
Okay.
God, guys.
Wait, so we don't get to practice doing. You don't let her do practice doing nails on you?
She actually let me
I
just
did
do
one time.
One time. She let me
She
go
just
to her
did me a little
pinkies.
manicure right now, so you know, nails looking a little fresh or whatever.
So it's my here. Can you do it for me, please?
All right, so her Instagram is MAMACITAA_TAPZ, and she's tagged in a lot of my posts. So if y'all want to go check her out, just go to my IG and you'll find her too.
You guys, this is the most happiest couple I've seen. Like, I love this. So, you guys have to come back.
Okay.
I want an update on your kids, anything, you know. So, come back soon, okay?
Okay.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Nice to interview you guys.
Well, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
All right, see you next time. Peace.